Patatas Origin TV.
Hello mga kapatatas. Welcome to another horror stories. Keep your seatbelts on and I'll take you for a ride. Tonight's story is titled Unknown Maid's Room by Chuma Mesha 777. This story I'm about to share happened 6 months ago. We live in Pasig, Philippines now. The encounter happened in Gapan, Nueva Ecija. We rented a house in Gapan for almost 2 years. It was a 4-story house. If I may add, it was only me, my mom, and my youngest brother, who's always at home. Since my dad was a seaman during that time, but he's retired now. The house was amazing. I got my own room at the 2nd floor. Also, my mom and my youngest brother is at 4th. For some reason, he's a loner. I have to say, 2 weeks before we moved, for some reason, things began to happen, such as lights in the living room started to turn on by itself when nobody is around. Sometimes during a night, the television started to turn on by itself, and what's weird about it, it's not even plugged. Everything that we have in the house is completely old. This television, I'm telling you, this was television that has its sliding door and 9 channels. I guess, and it's not ours though. One day, I came home from school. My mom was shouting at my brother because of him being so lazy. She was like, "Wala kang katulong, kumilos ka. Get your ass up in here and start working on what you need." And me, being the eldest, just ignored them as we barely see each other, as he's always in his room and playing with his video game. I went inside my room, and on my way to my room, I have to go by our spiral steps, and I can see whatever underneath it, and I saw an old lady coming out from the room, which I have no idea that we have rooms downstairs. I completely just ignored it. I thought my mom asked some assistance from her friends, and maybe what I saw was just to help her. It was a weekend. I got all my stuff ready. I was looking for my Marshall Mode 3 earbuds, and sometimes my brother keeps on just borrowing it without even asking me if he can. So I went to his room, but before reaching his room, I saw the same old lady holding a dustpan and a broom, and she was about to go downstairs, and I just nodded and say hello to her, and she didn't even look or nod when she saw me. I was like, okay, and then just followed her as to where she's heading to. I saw her go inside the room that's underneath our stairs. So I just shrugged it off and went to my brother's room. And to my surprise, the door was not locked and the room is 101% clean. Just want to share, not only because he's lazy and sometimes I really hate him, he never cleans, keeps his doors locked, and he doesn't want me in his room. So I was thinking that's maybe a maid I saw going to his room. I finally got my earbuds and went down because I have to get some snacks from the fridge, and me being curious, I didn't know we have an extra room for maids or kasambahay. 3 days before we leave, I invited some of my friends to hang out and have a little bit of fun. 2 of my friends arrived early and 4 of them arrived late. And that was around 2:15 a.m. I can remember it because this is where things got creepy. I was looking for our bottle opener, and I'm sure it is there where I left them, but it wasn't. Alright, just didn't mind about it. It was 4 a.m. and every one of us was a little bit loud, and we were at the living room, almost near from the maid's room, and I was telling my friend to keep light as our maid's room was just beside us. Mika said, "I didn't know you guys have a maid." And I was like, "Me either. I just saw her like 2 days ago. Maybe Mom hired her as a helper since we're moving." So it was a wrap. We bid our goodbyes, and me being drunk and tired, to my knowledge, I just left everything we used during the party and left it for our maid to do it. This is me thinking we have maid. Next morning, after our get-together, my mom was shouting and was cursing too, as I left our living room completely a mess. So I hurried down, my brother too, and get to see the mess we just made from the party. And I gotta say, it was double the mess I can remember we did. I was telling my mom, I thought the helper will do it. She lives in this house too, right? Did you fire her or something? And my mom was, "What the hell are you talking about? What maid are you referring to?" And I was shocked that she was completely blank on saying that. To be honest with you guys, I never attempted to check the maid's room, but I'm positive that I saw her go into a room underneath our stairs. So I showed my mom as to where she is, and to my surprise, there's no room nor a door under our stairs. And to be honest with you, I felt like my feet is about to melt. So I cleaned all the mess that is in there to the point where I can't even move. But my mom was just there, and my brother who is completely mocking me while I'm cleaning. This part right here is where I got alarmed. So my mom asked us to come with her to get all her personal stuff, like phones, money, and car key. She stopped me from cleaning. She said, "Let's go and let's stay with your grandparents for the meantime." I really thought I am the one who noticed it, but so did my mom. She told me there was this one time she was about to cook food for our breakfast. She heard someone was washing the dishes. She thought it was me. But when she got into our kitchen, no one was there. There was also this one time some of our kitchen stuff, such as plates, cups, spoon, and forks, were missing, and my mom found it somewhere inside the house. She also heard someone crying on the fourth floor during the afternoon, and that was after us, like bidding goodbye to some of our friends and packing all of our stuff. Lastly, on the third floor, she saw shadows from our stockroom, like walking left and right, and hear someone taking a bath during the early morning. She never knew what the history of the house. All we know that it was only me, Mom, and my brother are in the house. That's it. Can someone tell me what is that thing? This concludes our story for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe for more of these stories.